right, welcome to TikToff Conservatives. I am BoomerJustin alongside
it's
the one and
conservative.
only,
Yeah.
the one and only special guest today, Veteran Guy. That's his handle. Just Veteran Guy. What's going on, man? How are
Hey,
you?
what's going on, man? Thank you for having me, bro. I'm totally honored to be here.
Yeah,
awesome.
we love
Excited.
it. We
Thank you.
love that we got to have you on. It's been a little bit of a work in progress. We've all been really, really busy lately, but we're here, so that's all
It's
that
okay.
matters.
It's worth it. We're here now.
Right, exactly.
Well, Anthony, so you've been having to like literally tiptoe around your house, right? Because
And of course,
floors?
everybody, all of my followers know because, I haven't had the studio. And although I've been able to work with the Christmas tree background, so that's been nice.
it's very festive. It's very festive. I like
Very
it.
fabulous.
Oh,
Oh, he said fabulous.
come on now. Y'all know who I am or what? No, but I mean, there were 3 days I had to vacate my house, go to my mother-in-law's. I mean, it was a process. But I'm here.
We made it.
So yeah, it's been busy for me too. So the hot water part on the back of my washer just popped off. Popped off. And for I don't know, maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes, it just dumped into our finished downstairs. So literally water everywhere. Where I'm sitting now, it's kind of like linoleum floor that we have here. It's tiled in most of the spots, so that's good. But when I step around, through the seams, little droplets of water come through. So I'm gonna have to rip it all up.
You mean you're not?
Y'all keep that bad luck right over there.
I'm not where?
Keep that bad luck over here, he said.
Yeah, but what were you saying? You said you were asking me where I was?
I said, you mean you're not in a studio somewhere in lavish Beverly Hills or something?
Yeah, Beverly Hills. That's where I want to be. No, that's where I am. It's a private. I have a separate studio. It's not part of my house. My wife allows me to do it, and so I did. No, I'm just kidding. It's my basement.
Hey,
No baby in the corner though.
We do what we do.
So, Sean,
yes.
what made you start out with TikTok? Give us a little bit of a background. How did you get here?
All right. Well, been on Facebook. That's where everybody started, Facebook. I was there for about 13 years. 2012. Well, I'll just give you a little background. I was in the military. I did 9 years in the Army, got out in 2012, did 2 years at Fort Gordon after an injury in Afghanistan. From there to about 2017, a lot of struggling, a lot of addiction. That went on for a while, and went through a lot of problems. And then I was on Facebook this whole time. And then around 16, my best friend took his own life. That was, all that, and started making a difference on Facebook. I just started, making, messages, going live, making videos, trying to get my message out there because I done got cleaned up, trying to help other people. And so I did that for a while, man, and it was really good. And just started seeing people make TikTok videos, and I thought about just jumping over there and trying to, put my message out there on TikTok because I didn't see too many veterans at the time or too many, people talking about the 22 a day and stuff like that. So I just jumped over there and started doing what I was doing, and turned out pretty good until I permanently came to TikTok after I got banned from Facebook for life. Pretty much I started talking about veterans. I started talking about, being more conservative, being more open about it on Facebook. And then, so they banned me. Yeah.
So was there any reasoning behind the ban? I mean, what was
Dude,
ultimately, it was because you were a veteran? I mean, it's
I
just
could,
hard to wrap around the communism in our country right now. So
bro, I could literally send you the video. You can see what I made. I stood up. All I said was I went on about talking about how veterans die for the rights of these people in America to do what they do. People that burn our flag and all this stuff, they have the right to do that because veterans served this country. People die for that right. And I said that on Facebook, and they just wiped me right out, banned me. The same video got me banned on Instagram.
So you said 22 a day. So I know what that is, but for the listeners and for the viewers out there, explain to them what that 22 a day means.
22 a day is the national average on how many veterans take their life every day to suicide. The VA will tell you it's 20, but they don't count, homeless veterans. They don't count, who's not enrolled in the in the VA. But the national average is 22. So 22 veterans every day take their life in this country because of mental health and addiction. So that's what I do. I raise awareness for that on top of being a conservative, because how can I get my voice out if I keep being banned by being a veteran? So people are like, why are you so political now? I'm like, because if I'm not fighting for our rights as a conservative, then my voice will never come out for veterans.
Let's
Right.
let's not fool ourselves. Like who's not political today? Come on.
Exactly.
All right. Sorry, you go.
No, that's just it. Is it goes hand in hand. I mean, your rights, your First Amendment right, goes hand in hand with what you're trying to do and get the amazing message and help out there for veterans that don't know that that's available to them. So it's not helping the cause when you have social media giants literally banning you for what?
For being a patriot, for being a veteran.
Right. And that's really sad. And that's why it scares me to see where we're going and where we're headed. I mean, it's okay for 15-year-old girls to dance on TikTok, and it is not okay for me to spread the knowledge of LGBT and why conservatives are not against us. It's not okay for you to spread mental health awareness and drug addiction for veterans. It's not okay for Justin to literally spit facts on Washington.
There's no such thing as facts in the liberal community. They don't know what
I generally just laugh. Like I literally could just laugh at a video, like respond to any venomous hatred like that the left spews. I'll just sit there and laugh at the video, and it'll get banned for harassment, bullying. All I'm doing is laughing. Like seriously, I came up with a good word.
Go ahead.
I came up with a good word for it. I was talking to Anthony about this before. It's literally communist dictator talk right now. Okay, that's exactly it's a dictator talk, and and this is why it's ticked off conservatives, right? TikTok, but it's insane that we can't respond. It's bullying. If we just respond, it's bullying. But they can respond to any one of our videos and just thrash us. And
how is that possible that we can duet a video and be banned for the same thing that they just did? It don't make any sense. But that's why I'm at TikTok, Amp, because I got banned off Facebook, I got banned off Instagram, and I decided, well, let's try TikTok. I've been shadow banned for 2.5 months. I can't even grow anymore. My backup account that has 1,200 followers is getting on the For You page, and my regular page ain't even going on the For You no more. So where can we speak? Where can we put our voice? I love your video the other day. What do you want us to do, TikTok? Like, what videos can we make?
Right. And I just want, just for our viewers that are watching, so that we can put the handle on it too, can you just let us know how we can help with your veteran awareness? It's on my website, so that they can directly email you if you go to ConservativeAnt.com. But if you can go ahead and just say where they can go.
First of all, thank you guys for that too as well. I mean, that was a big honor to me for you guys to support my nonprofit organization, which is called Vet Life for Life, the number 4, Vet Life for Life. I'll tell you a little background on it real quick. When I was going through all this, struggling and trying to help veterans, I decided to create a support group. And that's what it started out as on Facebook, a support group. We ended up getting like 4,000 members. It was really good. We were getting resources. We were helping veterans that were struggling. We were helping them pay their light bills and their car payments. Like, we were doing a lot of stuff. And I always said I wanted to be a nonprofit one day. Well, when I joined TikTok, the family just came at me so fast that it was just like, wow, this is an amazing cause, because there's some really good people on TikTok, like really good people. And so I just promised her, I was like, look, I just worked hard. I got the paperwork. I did everything. I built a board, everything. So now we're officially a 501c3. And so,
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. And so I told you about it, and you put it on your website, and I'm in the middle of building my website right now. So I don't have a website yet, but y'all can, at least, represent it for me.
Spread awareness. Yeah.
Yeah. Spread awareness.
Now, Sean, I'm a veteran too.
Yeah. I recently found that out. Yeah.
Yeah. So almost like I was 10 years in the Navy. I was a hospital corpsman. And so I'm really aware with the 22 a day. And so what's funny is I'm actually not funny, but I'm wearing my, Till Valhalla for my.
There you go. I had 2 of them breaking them.
My corpsman friend, HM2 Corey Zaranek, he took his life back in November. So it's just one of those ways, like you can, so Till Valhalla is like, do you want to explain Till Valhalla for people?
Yeah, it's just pretty much the place where we'll go when we die as a soldier, a Navy man, an airman. When we go to the other side, no matter what it is, that's where all of us veterans are going to meet up. We're going to be there. So it's kind of
Like
like
Vikings,
another.
like
It's like
Vikings.
another term for heaven, but it'll be a heaven for veterans, basically. Yeah.
I want to say to both of you and all of our men and women that have fought for our freedoms, thank you. I
Aw.
personally am not, I've not been in the military, but through all of these different organizations and now being on the conservative side of public speaking, I have had the absolute pleasure of getting to know all of these men and women, and it truly is an amazing, amazing community, and the different organizations that you put together. So I thank you for that. So
Thank
I
you.
know that you reached out to us and you wanted us to join you on
Yeah.
an awesome journey that you guys are
Yeah.
going to be doing
Yeah.
here in the next month. So why don't you explain to us a little bit about
Okay.
that?
Cool. Can I throw something in there real quick that I forgot to
Oh
tell
yeah.
you? So when I started my journey, it was amazing because it was in 2017. I started getting clean and sober. I've been clean and sober now for 3 years. So
Congrats, man.
that was part of my problem, but I'm clean and sober now. When I started changing my life and putting my message out there on Facebook, I started doing what you just said, public speaking, and I traveled all over the country. I still do that before COVID hit. I was traveling and speaking. In 2018, I went to DC at what we used to call the Moore Rally. It was called the Moore Rally. We were representing Trump then, and so I was in DC, representing Trump. Did it in 2018, 19. Then the corona hit, so we still do that. We travel and we love to speak and put our message out there as well. And then every year, this will be my third year. In October we do a 22K, and I'm sure he knows what this is. It's a 22K ruck march. So what we do is, this will be my third annual doing it. We do a ruck march in the name of 22, try to raise awareness. So we also do that. And then in the spring we also got what we call a vet life retreat that we're going to do as well. So those things are happening. But what you're talking about is it's called Drive for America. And basically, I just got sick and tired of being silenced. I got tired of seeing you get banned, me get banned. I was sick of it. I'm sick of it. And so I said, you know what? There's all these things going on. I said, why don't we? It's not just about Trump. It's about Americans. It's about our rights. I said, so let's do something that's not just based on Trump. Let's just do something that's based on American and our rights and our passion and stuff as Americans. So I said, let's do a Drive for America. So January 17th, we're going to do a Drive for America right here in Florence, South Carolina is where I'm from. Florence, South Carolina. And so we're all going to gather up here, and then we're going to convoy all the way to Columbia, which is the state capital. When we get there, we're going to park and we're going to march to the courthouse. And then about 12 of us speakers are going to get on the courthouse, and we're just going to shout, yell, let everybody hear our voice. Hopefully thousands of people show up. I mean, it's just going to be something loud and
But Sean,
yeah.
you're gonna be wearing your mask, right?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably not.
He's gonna be like,
Yeah. I will put it.
So
I'll tell you what. There may
I'll make
be,
sure. I'll make sure
a
you're wearing
few
your mask.
people that will be for legal purposes. I will, in the state of South Carolina, you have to put it out there. You have to say keep social distancing, wear your mask if you want. But I ain't really recommending it. I don't care.
So you said you're in Florence. I was raised in Duncan, South Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know where that's at, but you said South Carolina.
It's right in between. Well, you'll know these. It's right in between Greenville and Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Okay, yeah, you're about 3 hours away then. Yeah, about 3 hours.
Yep, Florence. So I'm familiar with all that, man. If we could be there, we would. But
oh yeah,
we're gonna be.
We had another event planned, but we'll definitely be involved in many more in the future, I'm sure.
You know it.
Oh, hell.
I like the fact that it is, of course, we support our president, but it's not about that. Like,
right.
I think that people think that us conservative speakers that are so loud right now are not going to be loud anymore if and only if Donald Trump is.
Now what do you do? What do you mean? What do we do? We're still conservatives. We still got rights. We still got to fight for our rights.
Right. The swamp doesn't stop filling up.
Exactly.
Washington doesn't stop. We don't stop. And we're still going to fight for our rights. I'm going to fight. We are all, I mean, this is just 3 of us, and we're the loudest on all the platforms we can be, right?
Right. As loud as we can be.
Yeah, so why would anybody think that we would be silent? Like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go home now.
It's just it's the kids,
So,
bro.
I'd like to give a shout out to the amazing TJ, because something I've noticed what he's been doing is he's really been compiling a large number of the very influential, loud conservative speakers, and even some of the smaller ones too. But like they're coming on. And he's kind of compiling them and putting them together and calling us the guardians of conservatism, like the guardians of the galaxy, dude. It's like it's so
cool.
He's working on some stuff, so he's doing great stuff. He's got some great videos. So I just wanted to give an awesome shout out for all the work he's been doing.
Yeah, that's an awesome. You know, and I think that and I've said this before. I said I would love to find, you know, a big liberal group of, say, TikTokers, right? It doesn't exist.
They don't.
Community doesn't exist like the big voices on the conservative side. I mean,
that's because they eat each other.
They don't have a purpose. They don't have.
Exactly. At least we have like a basis of belief that we all share and can rally around, and we don't literally eat each other alive.
Right. Or is it the fact
disagreements,
is it the fact that we're not on that side of TikTok and we don't know that world?
They might be on the wrong side of TikTok.
Listen, honestly, all I see when I see the liberal left is I do not see happiness. I do not see joy. I do not see laughter. I see venom and attacking, and aren't they the ones that are supposed to be like super exuberant right now? Yeah. Why are we the ones that are still hopeful and wanting America to move forward? These people, they're just not ever satisfied. They're always angry.
Well, I said it the other day. I said this the other day to a bunch of libs came in my live. I'm sure you guys all had the same. And I said, let me ask you guys a question. I said, for a bunch of people that believe Biden won this country, won this presidency, you guys are sure awfully damn miserable. I said, why the hell ain't you guys celebrating? Why ain't y'all having fun and gathering up like us, you know, conservatives?
Well, they did for a couple of days.
Yeah, like 14 people showed up in the parking lot.
That's because we're not submitting. We're not submitting. We're not like, oh,
we're not taking your hell.
No.
So
we're not.
I did put a video together today, and I'm sure you guys have maybe seen it, maybe not. I had a conversation with, I actually found an independent who leans a little bit more liberal, but she's pretty cool. I'd like to have her on one day. But anyway, talking about why I chose to be more conservative.
I saw it.
And I came from I was a Democrat or a liberal. And I just feel that the era of Trump, the conservative level, or the conservatives now, are all of the old liberals. We walked away because we were like, dude, y'all are nuts. I can't deal with whatever that is.
The wokeness.
We all went over to the right side, which is really the right side. Right. And it's not extreme. We don't go all the way, but we're just enough where we have liberal mentality, right? We think, hey, listen, we accept everybody. We accept what you believe in. We accept what you do. We accept everyone. But God damn it, we're going to fight for this country. Sure. And so I think that maybe that's what they lack, is the patriotism. Am I wrong?
Exactly.
I don't think you're wrong. I think that like you see it from like, now I'm not saying that we don't get emotional. I'm just saying they live on an emotional plane, like always. And if you look at a lot of the conservative TikTokers, we're passionate, but we're not solely built on just emotions. We really do our research. We really believe in what we believe in, and it's our belief. We're not regurgitating what we heard. We're not regurgitating the latest headline on CNN or MSLSD or any of these crazy lamestream media channels. We have our own like gumption. You know what I mean?
And Amp, I want to say this too, because for you, I can remember probably, I don't know, maybe 7 months ago. When I first saw you come out, or I don't know, how long you been on? A while, a couple years, or what? Or I don't know. I
Me,
saw, yeah.
me, I've only been on since May.
Okay, so I must have saw you when you first came around, and I remember you saying, this to me, you were like the first, you know,
Gay
LGBT, gay TikToker come out as a
He's
Trump
so
supporter.
gay. He's so
And
gay.
I was like, what the fuck? Like this is cool as shit. Like
Right.
he
Because
woke up.
we do exist.
He's like, so
You
he's like,
realized, but what I was going to get at is you
he's like bro
realize
gay.
that us on the right and the conservative and patriots, we don't hate you. We don't have a problem with you.
Right.
Like,
and I've never, I walked away from the Liberal Party in 2016. And we've talked about this on previous shows. I jumped on board with the walk away movement. Brandon Straka, he's a gay man from New York. He was told over and over again that he always needed to vote for Democrats. And then he was like, what? And then he did his research. He was like, oh, y'all are crazy.
cray.
And then he's like, this ain't right. I'm on the wrong side. I got to go to the wrong side. And then Black Americans started doing it, and Latinos started doing it. And we were all like, bye. Hi.
Okay,
and,
so
and I just got more love from conservatives than I ever got from liberals, because if you don't agree with the liberal, you're like, they like to use the word claim, but they don't want you to be racist. Well, bitch, we haven't been claiming people for
I think because their mentality is mainly like children. They follow a trend, and I think it's a trend. You could probably agree to that. Like, you probably saw the liberals as a trend. My kids go to school and they come home, and it's like even the kids in their school will say Trump's bad. All the kids are voting, or not voting, but all the kids, like, if you're a Trump supporter, you're a bad guy. If you're a Biden supporter, you're a good guy. And it's like,
it's not that.
Literally the worst person in Washington.
I've never seen a 78-year-old dude walk on a hairline fracture. Listen, I've had fractures. I've had broken bones. I've had hairline. Dude, I was like a 25-year-old military dude. And I'm like, am I just that big of a baby? I could barely walk. And you just see him just like hobbling around.
I have bodybuilders that are muscular. They can't walk on a hairline fracture. This guy is, first of all, forgot which boot to put, which foot the boot's supposed to go on. Now we're walking on it. No crutches, no little cart, nothing.
Well, I graduated with stress fractures, and that hurt like a motherfucker.
Right. And then
Ranger candy, ibuprofen, done.
The guy that literally brought in less minority support than Barack Obama and Hillary, won against Donald Trump, who had the most minority support of any conservative Republican candidate.
And black vote.
It doesn't compute. It doesn't compute. And
Trump
there's
got the most LGBT, black, and Hispanic vote than any other Republican presidential running mate than anybody.
Did you hear what's happening in Ware County in Georgia? So with the machines? So
drop that.
So check this out. So the voting Dominion voter systems, right?
Yeah.
The voting system that like Attorney General Barr has shares in. Anyway, he's a Benedict Arnold if there ever was one. Benedict Arnold, Republican Rhino. Barr. It spells Barr. Anyway, so yeah, trademark. So those machines, what the local legislature is doing, or the state legislature is doing there, they took an equal amount of Trump ballots and an equal amount of Biden ballots, and they put them through the machines. And do you know what they found out? That 26% of those Trump ballots were tabulated as Biden votes. What? And they're able to replicate this. So, and this isn't, so what they call a glitch is literally happening all over the country in all of these different states. And Texas, the great state of Texas, is like, don't mess with Texas. And they're throwing a suit. And the best part about what Texas is doing is, because everybody's like, well, it's so hard to prove the extensive voter fraud that you claim. They're not even going after that. What they're going after is the fact that all of these states changed the way that they hold their elections. And they literally just got rid of like state constitution and federal constitution. And because it's a state suing a state, guess where it goes?
Supreme Court.
Straight to the Supreme Court.
Federal,
Straight. And now it's not just Texas. There are other states like Alabama,
It's
Arkansas.
like
There's like
7
7 or 8
states now, and it's like, yeah, it's a movement.
So
They
it's
need to hurry
it's
up. They need to hurry up.
Yes, they
because
do.
the 8th.
well, I'm not. This is just me. A date is just a date. I want you to show me in the Constitution where it says December 14th, you have to have these elections
That's true.
certified. So
That's true.
it's just a date that we've traditionally done it on, and I think a lot of people get spun up and hung on that date.
Well, and
but I'm-
nothing's been traditional in this election.
What do y'all think is going to
So-
happen? Honest question. I've thought about this. People's asked,
you want-
what's
do you
going
want
to
to go
happen?
I'll
If,
go first.
what will
Go ahead.
happen?
You go, Sean.
All right. Well, what's going to happen if Trump wins?
Oh, it's going to be baby.
I'll take the other side of that coin. I'll take the other side. Well, you finish, and I'll talk about the other.
Trump wins for our country, it will be, of course, for the better. But for liberals that you thought that they were crying last time, ooh, that's the kickoff to the Civil War. If you ask,
It's going to be delicious.
They are going to burn down every city in America.
yes, they
But-
are.
I want to add something to that because I knew you would say that. And this is what I tell people. It's okay. Because you know why? Trump's going to have 4 more years, his last 4 years, and he's not going to play that shit. And the National Guard will be in like that and shut it down. So let them try.
Thank you. I hope.
You're going to shut down them clowns.
So what happens if the other side?
So the person we don't speak their name of. So if
Right.
Joe Biden, if for
That
whatever reason, this just doesn't materialize, and for whatever reason we have a Biden administration. Here's my prediction. So they're rolling out these vaccines right now. First of all, when the Biden administration, if they were there, fumble the rollout of this vaccine, it will be Trump's fault.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it will not be their fault. Even though they're the one that's fumbling, it will be Trump's fault. Now, if it goes well, obviously they're going to take all the credit.
They did it. Yeah.
But he's already laid out what he's going to do in his first 100 days, right? And part of that's going to be a 100-day mandate for masks. I want you to think about this. How are they going to enforce that? So are they going to throw you in jail for not wearing a mask? So, and furthermore, think about this. They're going to throw you in jail for not wearing a mask, which is not constitutional. They can't. And there's nowhere in the Constitution that says you have to wear a mask, okay, for the greater good. They're going to throw you in jail in that same prison where they released prisoners because of COVID. So they're going to replace you with the, just think about
What the hell?
just boom, right? So it's going to be
Can't make this shit up anymore.
So you're going to
look
be
at
in jail with people that are
Jail
at his-
is lit, Sean.
Oh my
look at
God.
look at his cabinet picks. It is the most radical position I've ever seen, and worse than Obama's. And these people, like, it is, dude, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. And it's not about their career and what they've done. Notice how there's not one news media outlet that's digging into any one of their pasts talking about who cut their hair in college and what they said on Twitter in 2001. It's not happening.
Exactly.
And these people were picked based off the color of their skin and not the content of their character.
Exactly.
It's total pandering. But anyway, so that's what you'd see.
And
You'd
nobody
see
cares. They don't
total
care about
pandering.
that.
The media would hail the guy. Joe Biden would be on the cover of Time magazine in 2 months' time. When
They put up.
oh, they did? See, I didn't know. Well, that's because I don't
Women-
pay attention to Time.
They were already on there.
Donald Trump should be on the cover of Time every single month.
Yeah.
Like
He's you know what? He's the greatest fucking thing that's ever happened to the
he
entire
is.
world.
And that's why he cannot that's why he cannot succeed. That's why
I literally have liberals will say, "Oh, Trump took money from the military. Trump did this and called veterans losers." And that's all they do. They just make up shit all the time.
It's all false. They
We were fine. They were fine They were fine with Obama giving away millions of dollars, right,
Right.
to a foreign fucking.
yeah, they were fine with Biden saying, "Clap, you stupid bastards."
Right. Oh yeah.
Not like literally, you can see him saying it. Like it's.
You know what? And in the town hall or not the town hall meetings, I'm sorry, in the debates, okay, with Joe Biden and Trump, the last debate, when he called Kim Jong-un a thug, not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times, okay? You want this guy to be the one that's gonna fucking save us from the nuclear weapon? And you guys have a problem with Donald Trump being the one who's like, motherfuckers, I got this. Like, slow the fuck down. Like, we friends.
Yeah.
Why would you want him to be fucking friends with the guy? The guy is literally could blow up the entire fucking world. And Joe Biden is the one that you want to send to go talk to fucking Kim Jong-un.
Joe Biden.
Kamala Harris? They don't
Joe
even like
Biden.
that.
You'll forget what the fuck you went over there for.
Joe Biden's going to be like, Corn Pop was a bad dude. And then he'll put his elbow down on the button. And he'll be like, whoopsie.
Why am I in North Korea again?
Here's a question. Well, he wouldn't be in North Korea.
That's another leader.
So here's a question I have for you guys, right? And this is something that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So we see the rapid booming rise of COVID-19 in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
And we're having these record days of COVID. I want you to think, why
10,000,
is it?
by the way, 10,000 more cases yesterday in South Carolina.
Why is it that the Chinese, why is it that the people in India with the most dense, highest populations,
and they're literally hitting holes in the ground.
And why? Yeah, like that's great social distancing when you're shitting in holes next to each other. But so why are they able to control COVID and we can't?
I wonder. Well, first of all, we got a government that don't even fucking work together.
Why are their COVID numbers under control? Why? Is it because we have more testing? Is it because we have more capability to actually test people? Anyway, I have my thoughts on that, and I can't share too many of them because of some stuff coming out. But
can I tell you what I think?
Yes.
I don't know what your thoughts are, but let me tell you what I think. It's pretty fucking ironic to me that nobody has gotten the fucking flu. Sorry. Every year at this time, we've done, in our entire lives, from kids to adult to whatever, what do we do around this time of year? We're like, okay, well, you're not feeling well. Don't worry about it. Don't come over. Get better. Fluids. Get well. We'll see you next week. Not a big deal. You wash your hands a little bit extra. You bring tissues with you. You have a stuffy nose all winter long. Whatever. Where is it?
Nobody's
for all the liberals out there. If there are any liberals watching this show, watch this. I'm going to trigger all of them.
I mean,
actually, tasted weird.
I mean, what the fuck is happening here?
So
you think that people cannot be this dumb, you guys. People cannot be this fucking dumb.
John Anthony, guys, like it's.
How long is this going to last? Is this new America?
The reason why I hate when people say the new norm, it makes me want to punch them in the face. Like literally,
my god!
Is this the new America? Let's say Trump wins, or is this going to continue forever?
The reason why the flu is like non-existent, guys, is because we're wearing masks, we're social distancing, we're practicing proper hand wash, all the things we're supposed to be doing to control COVID. But it doesn't control COVID. It controls the flu.
Like a bandana don't work. This don't work. You got to have.
Why is it working for the flu and not for?
And then I see a news article yesterday or a couple days ago. It says, looking for woman who stole stuff from a jewelry store. She had a mask on. Nobody knows who the fuck she is.
We're living in a gangster.
We're stupid.
We're literally living in a gangster's paradise. Oh. Do you know how weird it is when I walk?
Where's Coolio? Coolio.
When I walk into a bank and I'm wearing a mask or like a hat and a mask,
like this, like take your hat off. I'm like, oh,
yeah. You know, like it's so everything is so backwards, and it's It's almost like we're watching with this COVID thing, what they've done over the last 20, 25, 30 years with global warming, and how it's always like, well, when it's super cold outside, well, it was because of global warming and global cooling and this climate change and all the different names that they've come up with. COVID has been the same way with that rat turd, Dr. Fauci. That guy,
little piece of fucking dog shit.
Dude, yeah, he like say hello to my little friend, dog shit Fauci. Like he, to no end, is the biggest flip flopper, and the left praises and lives on every step of this guy. And it's like, you need to listen to the scientists, and then the scientists are like, well, COVID actually has been in line with the flu, and then they're like, well, we can't listen to those scientists, dude. It's ass
Did
backwards.
y'all see the video of I guess it was a Chinese guy, and he was saying that he literally had friends at
Yes.
the top. I saw it on Fox with Tucker Carlson.
Explain that a little more for those that.
I don't remember his name, but there was this Chinese guy that came on the news, and Tucker was talking about him, and he played the video, and he was basically saying, we have connections in the White House, in the government, at the top, that are basically favoring what he asked for. So we're good. We got people that are helping us with our agenda, pretty much. Like he admitted that. You can find it, man. You can look for it.
That's the perfect segue into a video that I just posted that you're going to have to look at, but I'll explain it to you now. So do you remember the Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell when he was running for president? You probably don't, because like 99% of America, you might remember Andrew Yang because he was a short Asian guy. But like Eric Swalwell, was running for president and very vocal. And when he ultimately failed, he was one of the biggest Russian hoax collusion pushers out there, and Chinese interference and all of the integrity, and we need to restore and blah, 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 all these foreign. Anyway, dude just got caught having a relationship with a Chinese spy for 6 years. She's a Chinese spy. So you're wondering about, okay, so are they going to actually like probe into like what he's shared with her over the last 6 years while they were doinking and bumping uglies? Probably not.
They don't care.
Right? Dude, it's the most ridiculous thing you could ever. It's like every second I think, okay, what kind of material am I going to have tomorrow? I couldn't possibly. And then there's Eric Swalwell doinking a Chinese spy.
It's insane, bro.
Here's something crazy. Here's something weird for you. Why did Jared and Ivanka buy a $30 million plot of land on a Miami island, which is like one of the most secure islands, like off the coast, heavily guarded? Like, why would they do that? Like right now, like why? Like,
they know something.
I wonder why they're doing that. It used to be what's his name's house. Spanish singer.
Enrique Iglesias?
Not Enrique, the other guy.
No, I'm Enrique Iglesias.
Jennifer Lopez.
Mark Anthony.
Yes, Mark Anthony. Yeah. I think it was Mark Anthony's former property. But anyway.
So if you ever drive by Star Island in Miami, it is lit, and you can actually take. Sorry, I digress, but I lived in Fort Lauderdale, and whenever people used to come into Fort Lauderdale, they're like, we want to go to South Beach. I'm like, so we take them, obviously, on like the boat taxis that take you through all the canals and stuff, and they're like, there's Mark Anthony's house, J-Lo's house, and they show you all the stars. It's Star Row, but
Ivanka and Jared's house.
It's a little strange that they're doing. Honestly, I think everybody knows that Trump is probably going to win. And when he does, all of these people that are part of the Republican Party, any Supreme Court justice, any of the Trumps, they're all going to have to be on witness protection.
Yeah, it's all fair game. As far as the left is concerned, that's why they spent all this time, and you know this, Sean, dehumanizing us. It's easier to kill someone that you don't view as a human being. It's easier to harm someone that you don't view as a warm-blooded human being with a soul. Like, and that's why we're Nazis. That's why we're racist. That's why we're this. That it's unbelievable.
I tell people, it's like they I don't know, they go to my live and it's ridiculous. I'm saying, if you guys really believe this stuff, why do you act this way? I don't know. I just don't get it, bro. It's like,
you want to know my response?
It's like I told him, I said, you're trying to convince us that Biden won. You look like, it's like
Right.
Biden 2020, Biden 2020. Ooh, take the L. Ooh, it's like, well,
they're like, anyways, they could do anyways. Biden 2020.
Emoji.
Convince us that
Very, star.
So
you would
what
feel
I
better
do,
if I come out and agree with you, then you may stop saying it. But until then, you're going to keep saying it because you want approval, because you really don't think you won. You're just saying the shit.
I'm going to give you the 3-letter liberal grenade, or not. Sorry, 3-word liberal grenade. This is what you toss. This is what you, and this is how you do it. All you do is you respond. If you respond, you sound reasonable.
Oh yeah,
that's it. Just say you sound. I do it on Twitter. I do it on my lives. Actually, my moderators know when I say you sound reasonable. That's their cue to just like mute them. So, but like when I say you sound reasonable, that's just step one. Okay, that gets them like, oh, how dare I just said you sound reasonable. The inference is that they're obviously not reasonable, but. This is how I really get them. This is how I really make them just, and then they have to respond a gajillion times and waste half their day. I never respond back after that. If I respond, you sound reasonable. The next step is don't respond back because they will try them.
That kills them.
So have
you ever got the messages from them? Oh, so you mute me on your live, you mute me, and and it's like, you come in my live, I'll roast your ass for a while. Like, I don't care. But when you start getting too disrespectful to a level, then you're gone.
People are able to message you.
Yeah.
No. I am the most savage conservative on the site. If I don't follow you, honey, you cannot send me a message.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay.
Yeah.
And I actually have no more tolerance for liberals. I won't even communicate with them anymore. I won't entertain them. All of my moderators know. If they come in and say Biden, they can't even get Biden out. Boom, muted. I go to block. If they say
I think I had that briefing. I'm one of your moderators, so I had that briefing.
You didn't have that briefing. I say zero tolerance. I'm no longer taking any fucking applications for new liberal friends. I'm absolutely done. I have no fucking patience for them anymore. They're completely fucking unmanageable, untamed.
They don't work with us. Why work with them? Why do we have to be the adults?
When you just said in your last little segment there about making it seem like we're white supremacists, whatever. Well, guess what? They pushed us to the edge to where now we're like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about you no more. So when you come at me, game on.
Have you guys ever agreed with them?
Period.
Have you ever agreed with them? We've done that. I've done it in my life. They'll come in and they'll say, "Oh, you're a racist." And I say, "Yep, you're right."
Right. Yeah.
I hate you. They say, "You a racist." You damn right.
Yep. You right. You right.
I'm racist as hell, man. What you gonna do about it?
I should try that. I
hate the gays. I hate everybody.
They go, so you're admitting it. Yeah, I'm admitting it. I don't like you.
Somebody go tell my Puerto Rican wife that I'm a racist.
I'm married to Hispanics the same way, bro. They'll come in here and be like, "Oh, you hate Mexicans?" Yeah. Tell my wife I hate her.
That's the good life.
Literally, they think that like they know. Like, how do you know who's in our family, who we're partnered with, what kids we may have adopted?
And you know what's funny? Just to add to that, bro, most veterans, like Navy, whatever, are married outside of their race, like
interracial.
Yeah,
but not only that, but like, so my family is old school Italian. I'm first generation.
Just don't marry a chick from Thailand, because you're gonna be really surprised when you come home on honeymoon. Anyway, go on.
My generation of cousins, we married outside of the Italian race. I mean, we have Latino.
That was like forbidden back in the day.
Well, back in the day, you married an Italian girl, period.
Yeah, you didn't do, right?
And you obviously did not come out as gay. Like, that was like,
because if you did, well, you had to answer to the Sopranos, right?
Yeah, he's a fanook.
I'm the token fanook of the fucking.
What get the posai? What is the hell's that thing y'all eat? That damn the P, posai, or what is it that Sopranos use? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Go to the corner mat and get me some Schwierdel. Some Gabagool. Some Schwierdel, please. Hey, Tony, spit it out.
Oh,
That's a New York Italian. That's a New York Italian.
I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm working here.
A pizzone you're talking about. Pizzone.
Pizzone. That's it. That's it.
That's a New
Oh,
York
that's the pizzone. You know. I'm thinking it's my titties.
What's the difference between a pizzone and a paisan? What's the difference?
Paisan is buddy.
Paisan is buddy?
Hey,
Okay. All right.
What's up, Paisan? Yeah.
So I'm gonna remind me of that video you duetted with that girl that was dancing and.
Oh, so funny story about that before we start to kind of, taper everything out here.
Devolve.
So I did a video of her. Everybody did go into her comments, into her actual video, and they attacked her and body shamed her. Well, guys, we don't do that.
Right.
Like that's like whatever. Right. So I responded to her duet of my video, and she's like, "I don't even care about this guy and his reaction. That's not even what this video is about. It's the body shaming for me. It's demeaning a woman for me." She's like, "And it's disgusting, and all of these Trumpies are coming into my comments." Well, people took the fact that she said Trumpies as was a liberal, so they went after her even more. So long story short, I made a video saying, guys, don't do that. Like, it's not cool, whatever. Her and I became friends on TikTok. We messaged each other. Side note, she's not a liberal at all. She's a libertarian. Wow. She absolutely does not like Trump, and she does not like Biden either.
She's just, yeah.
She just, like, her TikTok has nothing to do with politics. And she's kind of like the conservative Barbie of the libertarians, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, she just, yeah.
But she doesn't really talk about politics. But anyways, she's awesome. She's got over 350,000 followers.
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
We can totally have her on a podcast one day, and she's a down-ass girl. I'm telling you, she's fucking bomb. I love her.
Are we moving away from the elephant, and are we turning into the party of the lion? Is that happening?
Like, I heard about that.
Is there like a MAGA party? Is there like like Trumplicans? Like, is that happening?
Yeah, it's happening.
I've seen a lot of that. They're like, I'm tired of the elephant. Let's go with the lion. Like, dude, I'm in. And like I said before, if for whatever reason, even after Trump is done with his second term, he needs to run for governor in any state, maybe Texas. If he does that, I'm moving to that state, and we will vote him in as governor every state. It'll be the greatest state.
Like its own country.
The greatest state in the union, bigly, hugely, in a great way.
Oh, he killed it. Nice.
Wow, he's breaking out the Trumpy. No. Somebody get that guy a show.
Wow.
So listen, Sean,
awesome.
Awesome to have you on the show today. I absolutely had a blast.
Oh, cool. Thank you, man.
We're going to make sure, Justin's going to make sure that we put in there the Vets for Life.
Yeah. Vet Life, number 4 life.
Yeah, the number 4 life.
4 life. Yep.
And I wish you all, well, obviously we're going to be on other shows together. We have our Trump's Christmas.
Trump's
we're going to be on. So, yeah.
That was an awesome video.
One thing I haven't said is that I'm starting a podcast myself. I want to just kind of talk about some of the veteran stuff and stuff like that, and maybe get a little conservative every once in a while, and I might bring you guys on. So
I'm there. I would absolutely love it. Whatever you need, let us know.
Yeah, me too, man.
All right, cool. Man, had fun, guys. It was awesome.
Me too.
Yeah. Hey, well, dude, thanks. And again, thanks for everything that you're doing for the veterans. I don't think enough people actually understand or even get where they're coming from. I mean, there's still a ton of homeless veterans out there. So, and they're struggling. So, and even the people that look like they've got it all together, they really don't. So the work that you're putting in is totally essential to.
It's usually the ones that smile are the ones that are hurting the most.
That's right, man. That's right. So thank you for everything that you did. It was a great show.
Yeah,
thanks everybody.
I had fun. Yeah. All right, guys.
All right. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk a little bit after here.
Yes.